The unpredictable odyssey of Donald Trump. Donald Trump, a name synonymous with controversy, ambition, and influence, lived a life that read like a tale from the pages of fiction. From the glitzy towers of Manhattan to the hallowed halls of the White House, his journey was as unorthodox as it was captivating. This is the story of a man who thrived on challenges, redefined the boundaries of success, and left an indelible mark on the world. A childhood of ambition. Born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York, Donald John Trump was the fourth of 5 children to Fred and Mary Trump. His father, a successful real estate developer, instilled in Donald a sense of discipline and a love for the deal. From a young age, Donald exhibited a flair for leadership and an appetite for risk. "I'm going to be a star," young Donald once declared to his classmates at the New York Military Academy, where he was sent to learn discipline. Though rebellious, his charisma and confidence set him apart. The seeds of ambition were sown early, and they would guide him through every phase of his life. Building an empire. After graduating from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania in 1968, Trump joined his father's real estate business. He quickly expanded its scope, shifting from middle-class housing in Brooklyn and Queens to luxury developments in Manhattan. Trump Tower, completed in 1983, became a symbol of his audacious vision. Its gold accents and glitzy design reflected Trump's larger-than-life persona. "If you're going to think, you might as well think big," was one of Trump's favorite mottos, and he lived by it. From casinos in Atlantic City to golf courses worldwide, Trump's name became synonymous with opulence and excess. But his career was not without setbacks. Financial troubles plagued his businesses in the 1990s, forcing Trump to reinvent himself. The Apprentice and a New Chapter. In 2004, Trump's fame reached new heights with the reality television show The Apprentice. His catchphrase, "You're fired," became a cultural phenomenon, and Trump used the platform to solidify his image as a no-nonsense businessman. The show revitalized his brand and introduced him to a new generation of admirers. Trump's time on television also set the stage for his most audacious venture yet, a run for the presidency. Though many dismissed the idea as a publicity stunt, Trump's campaign quickly gained traction. His blunt rhetoric, unconventional style, and promise to make America great again resonated with millions of Americans who felt left behind by traditional politics. A polarizing presidency. In 2016, Donald Trump defied expectations by defeating Hillary Clinton to become the 45th President of the United States. His presidency was marked by sweeping tax reforms, a renegotiation of trade deals, and a controversial immigration policy. He withdrew the U.S. from the Paris Climate Agreement and engaged in high-stakes diplomacy with North Korea's Kim Jong-un. But Trump's tenure was also deeply polarizing. His use of social media, particularly Twitter, redefined presidential communication, often sparking fierce debates. Critics accused him of eroding democratic norms, while supporters lauded his willingness to challenge the status quo. The impeachment trials, stemming from his dealings with Ukraine and the Capitol riots of January 6, 2021, underscored the divisions he embodied. Post-presidency, a legacy and a future. After losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden, Trump remained a dominant force in American politics. He launched a new media platform, held rallies, and hinted at another run for the presidency. His influence on the Republican Party was unparalleled, reshaping it in his image. Trump's life after the White House was as dramatic as his time in office. Legal battles, business ventures, and continued media attention kept him in the spotlight. Despite the controversies, his supporters remained fiercely loyal, seeing him as a champion of the common man, the man behind the myth. Beneath the bravado and spectacle was a man driven by a deep desire to win. Trump's confidence was both his greatest strength and his Achilles heel. His relationships with family, friends, and adversaries were complex and often fraught. Yet those who knew him best described a man who valued loyalty above all else. Ivanka, Eric, and Donald Jr., his children from his first marriage, became integral to his business and political endeavors. Melania, his wife, was a steadfast presence, often acting as his confidant. Despite the challenges, Trump's family remained central to his life, a life of contradictions. Donald Trump's life was a study in contradictions. A billionaire who connected with blue-collar voters, a showman who demanded seriousness, and a leader who thrived on chaos. Love him or loathe him, there was no denying his impact on America and the world. As he approached his later years, Trump reflected on his legacy with characteristic bravado. "I've built buildings, I've built brands, I've built movements," he once said. "But the greatest thing I've built is the American spirit, the unwritten future." The story of Donald Trump is far from over. Whether in politics, business, or popular culture, he remains a force to be reckoned with. His life is a testament to the power of ambition and the complexities of human nature, a journey as unpredictable as the man himself.